Yeah, so we are live now. So thank you, Tony, for coming in the podcast.
Thank you for
Definitely,
inviting me.
yeah. So we just have a short chat about bitpool.com, how things work there, how you are trying to make things, uh, a bit different way, a bit newer way, especially in the marketplace segment. And yeah, from based upon your description that we just have had a chat. So what I understood is that someone wants to buy something.
Mhm.
They know some suppliers, and even suppliers want to supply their product to the users, right? But in between, there should be a transaction, and whatever I want to buy, I should get that product, right? But while transacting, while while the transaction process, I should get exact what product I'm looking for. So I should only pay what I am looking for, and uh, the buyer, the one who is buying, should not spend their time and energy to find a lot of suppliers.
Mhm.
So with that concept, you build Bitpool, right?
Yes, correct. I'm trying to eliminate all issues that buyers and suppliers experience within the
Yeah.
process of a transaction. And
Is
it's
it?
not only for products, it's only also for services. So if you want a website,
Yeah, I was telling. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah,
mhm,
like for example, in Upwork.com, where I do some freelancing work,
mhm,
what happens is that I think you might be familiar with that also, right? But
yes, of course.
if someone wants to make their website, and they will hire developers, and Upwork will take the desired amount in their escrow, and once
Mhm.
the work is finalized, Upwork will release the payment to the developer. But
With
sometimes, yeah,
what is the fee?
it's 20% actually.
Mine is 4%.
It's just 4%. Let's Yeah. So how did you like calculated the 4% part? Is it?
Because I didn't design this only for websites, okay,
Yeah.
or services like the websites. What I designed this for was big contracts. So
Yeah.
when somebody wants one or two televisions,
Yeah.
the price doesn't change from the one supplier to the other. It's very, very small difference. So you don't need to use my method. But when
Yeah.
you want 20 televisions because you have a hotel and you have 20 rooms and you need to buy 20 new televisions, then I'm sure I can find somebody who's going to give you a much better offer from the one supplier to the other. So the values are huge.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not small money. So
Yeah.
4% is enough for me and escrow because I am partnered with escrow.com, which is
Oh,
an American company also.
okay.
Bitpool is also an American company. It's based in Delaware.
Okay.
So we are not greedy and we don't want to become like Airbnb, for example. Airbnb charges 14% the one end and
Yeah.
15% the other end. So out of $100, Airbnb keeps 29. So it's in both our interests, mine as a tenant and the owner of the property, to go around the platform so we don't pay this fee because it's huge. So with 4%, you don't even need to bother. You say, okay, it's 4%. They did the job. They
Yeah.
supported me as a buyer or you as a seller. So 4% is not significant as a percentage, but as
So
numbers
yeah.
of the value,
Yeah.
we're going for big values.
So in big values, 4% also. I think it's yeah. Yeah. I got your point. Like, for example, in government tenders, mm, is it like? No, okay, so let me just ask you: is it like kind of payment gateway kind of thing, or is it related to e-commerce? How is the operation being taken? Like, is
Well,
Bitpool more of a payment gateway or
no,
what?
we as Bitpool, what we
Yeah,
do is we're looking for the demand, the buyers, and the
yeah,
supply, the sellers.
yeah,
All the transactions of the contracts
yeah.
go through escrow.com. Escrow.com is our payment processor.
Okay.
So what I do is I have a platform where you can log in, sign up, for free, and you can be both buyer and a seller. So if, let's say, for example, okay, you have a manufacturing facility for furniture. So
Okay, so
you
let
log
me.
into Bitbull,
Yeah,
and you need materials, you need tools, machinery, you need employees, you need a
yeah,
website, marketing services, you
yeah,
need shipping services. So this is your demands as a manufacturer of furniture. When a
yeah,
hotel goes and asks, "Oh, I need 50 couches," then you become a seller. So you give an offer. So
yeah,
all members are both buyers and sellers. It doesn't distinguish each other from the one
yeah,
to the other. And then the hotel that was a buyer for furniture sees a demand from somebody else that wants to make a conference and needs 22 rooms. So then they make an offer and they become the seller. So they were a buyer of furniture, but they are a seller of their services. And it's a whole chain. So everybody's a buyer and a seller.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So from bitpool.com, the website is the first place where a user go, like user
Mhm.
goes there, and just they have to select their role. What do they want to
No,
be?
they don't
Like,
select the role. They just sign up. When they
okay,
sign up, they choose categories. They say, look, I'm a furniture manufacturer, so I need to be in the category for furniture and appliances. So if somebody asks for furniture, I need to get notified. I need to be in the category for real estate and properties. I need to be in the category for shipping and logistics because I send my furniture and I might need shipping services or logistics services. I'm going to need to be in the category of IT and technology because I'm looking for somebody to make me a website. But
okay,
then I don't need to be in the animal and pets industry. So I don't choose that category. I don't need to be in the health and beauty industry. I don't choose that category. Depending on the categories I choose,
yeah.
I get notified from the platform according to if this demand is made in the category that I'm in.
So while how many? Okay, so how many years has it been on operation? Like, is it a new platform or
It's a
what is it?
brand new platform. I've been building it for 3 years. I am not a developer.
Okay,
I wasted maybe 4 months into looking for developers, but the people I used to meet, they were all like, "Yeah, yeah, I can do it, I can do it." And then like, give me a couple of weeks to learn how to do that. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna pay you and wait
yeah,
for you to learn. I can do that
yeah,
myself. And that's what I did. I learned from Udemy. I took
yeah.
a course, $15. I learned how to do it, and I made it with no code. It's a no code app.
Okay. And you integrated it with escrow.com
Yes,
without.
escrow.com has APIs, and through
Yeah.
APIs we connected it.
Okay. So it's a no code. Which platform did you use to develop the no code?
Bubble.io.
Okay, that's cool. It's yeah, it's trending. Yeah,
It's
bubble.
amazing. Bubble is amazing, and it gives you so many features and options because now the more, like, that was 3 years ago. Okay, now
Okay.
Bubble has plugins for like social media login. You can log
Yeah.
in with Facebook. This was 2 clicks to to
Yeah.
to create, and
Yeah.
you have plugins like for all the cookies and the
Yeah. Yeah.
GDPR. All of this is ready. So
Yeah.
in 2 weeks I had my platform, the base of the platform.
So you had an idea, or is it you have a team of people, or you?
I
It's
had the idea. I
yeah.
started making it, and in the process, I've met people that have been helping me. But the problem is that it's going very slow. So
Yeah.
now I have launched since September, and it's going very slow because I am not a developer. I'm not a professional, so I don't know about user interface, user experience, and
Analytics. Google Analytics also is the traffic.
yes,
What is that?
analytics I have. This is just one plugin. You put the code in,
Oh,
the universal code, and
okay.
it works. It's very easy. But the thing is, because I am not an experienced designer and a
Yeah.
developer,
Yeah.
what I made wasn't user friendly. So now I'm
Yeah.
updating it and updating it and updating it. And because I am not ready and I don't feel
Yeah.
confident, like, okay, the platform is perfect. Anybody
Yeah.
logs in can use everything. I'm not I'm not
Marketing.
advertising. I'm not
Yeah.
marketing it too much. I'm not talking about it too much. but it is functional, and I have been in the
Trying.
process of validating the idea first of all, which has happened, and
Yeah.
getting feedback from users to say, dude, I need a button there that can, when I
Yeah.
click it, I can, do this or do that, and I'm trying to implement all these features.
So you made a MVP. It's a
Yes,
functioning
it's
MVP.
an MVP.
And did you try the transaction buyer seller where the escrow API where like it's all
Yes,
functioning,
that
right?
that goes all through API from escrow. So as soon as the buyer says, "Ha, I want this deal," then they both agree on the terms in the escrow website. They go to the escrow website and they agree the
Okay.
terms there. They create the transactions there, and then they're gone from Bitpool. There's nothing for me to do there. So all the support, all the disputes, and all the communication for the payments is through
Yeah.
escrow. I don't need a big support team. I don't need a disputes team. I don't need a lot of things.
Okay.
All I do is I bring in buyers and I bring in
Marketplace.
sellers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So your product is a kind of marketplace and it's advertisement centric. Did you got what I mean? Like
Yes,
you will
yes,
bring
but
a lot of user, but yeah.
I don't need advertising, to be honest, because when you tell me, Tony,
Yeah.
I'm making a company with developers and I need 15 desks.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, Krishna, where do you need them? You say, I'm in Nepal, in Kathmandu.
Yeah.
So now I know what you're looking for and where you are. This is enough for me to find you people around your location that
Yeah.
sell what you're looking for. And all I
Okay.
do is I contact them and I say, hi, I have a person. He needs 15 desks. Do you want to get this deal? Can you support this deal? Can you fulfill this demand? Oh, yes, I have them in stock and I can send them tomorrow. I'm like, okay, give an offer. Give your bid for the deal, and this is for free, so they have nothing to lose. If you choose them, that's fine. You start the transaction through escrow and then you just wait for your products. If not, you choose somebody else. They didn't lose anything.
Yeah. So yeah, for example, what's your plan if there is a dispute? Like for example, someone
That has
gave.
nothing to do with me. That goes through escrow. Escrow is a company that's been here for 14 years. They've done $5 billion transactions so far, more than 5 billion. So
Oh,
they have a system and a whole process to figure out everything from the disputes. The key is when you say, I want 15 desks, you need to say, I want the desks to be like an L-shaped desk.
yeah. This much. The
If you
description will be there. Yeah.
The description of the demand is very
Mhm.
important, just like the description of the bid is very important. Because if you say, yes, I have 15 desks, $50 each, and then you accept it, you've accepted something that you don't know what exactly it is. So
Yeah.
if you don't say, dude, what $50 each? What kind of a desk is it? What is it made from? How big is it? Will it fit in my office? So all of these things have to be, and the demand and the bids, they have to be very, very specifically explained.
Yeah. But I think it's very product oriented. For example, some product might look okay from outside, right? But once they use for 1 2 days, it might be a bit, you know.
Doesn't matter because this is based on, as soon as you receive the products,
Yeah.
you check and you say, yes, this is the desk I wanted. This is exactly how I wanted it, and it's what you promised me. If not, you tell Bitpool through escrow
Yeah.
and you get your money back. Like if you
Oh.
come, exactly, because that's why we keep the money in escrow until you receive your products that you were promised. You check and verify that everything was proper, on time, they're the good quality that he promised. If he
Yeah.
says, it's mahogany, and then it comes and it's like fake wood, then you tell us, dude, this is not, guys, this is not what he promised. So then
Yeah.
immediately we raise a dispute in escrow, and escrow goes and says, you promised mahogany desks and you give cheap wood desks, plywood. So the money is not going to come to you unless you take back the plywood desks and give him the mahogany desks. So your money is secured until you receive and you are sure that what you got is what you were promised.
Yeah, so those APIs in point will be on your hand. So you are the one who will be telling that please give them refund, or Uh,
No, they go directly to escrow because they create the transaction to escrow in escrow.
oh,
After they find the deal, they just go to escrow and they do it through there.
okay. So that's what about shipping cost? That will be
That's up
deducted.
to them. If he wants to add shipping, he has
Yeah.
to say, please quote me prices with shipping included. If he doesn't want to do the shipping from the supplier, he says, just give me the product cost and I will take care of the shipping. It's up to them. They
Okay.
communicate and they figure it out. Just like
Okay.
the fee also, like Bitpool and escrow together combined keep
Yeah.
4% of the deal. Okay, so if it's
Okay.
$10,000 deal,
Yeah.
and you are the buyer and I'm the supplier, if I tell you my bid is $10,000 plus 4% fee, then you as a buyer will pay the fee. If I
Yeah.
tell you it's $10,000 the products, and
Yeah.
from the 4%, you will get charged 2% and I will get charged the 2% fee, then we're splitting the fee between us. This is up
Yeah.
to us. This is up
Okay.
to the buyer and supplier and what they arrange. If I say $10,000 with the fee included, then I'm going to pay for the fee.
Awesome. Awesome. So yeah, that's pretty clear. Yeah, we are so much clear about Bitpool, and so you develop it yourself using Bubble.io.
Bubble.
Yeah. So, and what about is there a similar marketplace? Did you? I think you did. You know, research
Well,
on it.
Upwork and freelancer.com are the
Yeah.
similar thing, but they're only for tech services.
Yeah. Tech services.
Because not only services, but tech services.
Yeah.
Because if I have a building, okay, here that
Yeah.
has 10 apartments,
Yeah.
and I want to paint this building, 10 owners of each owner of each apartment has to collaborate and agree who's going to paint the building. This is a big job. This is again 40, 50, $60,000 job. So
Yeah.
we have to make make a meeting of owners and say who's going to
Yeah.
paint our building and how much is it going to cost. And then the one guy says, my cousin paints buildings, we'll get a good deal, blah, blah, blah. The other guy says, I have a friend who paints buildings. So, we have to, we start fighting before the deal is even done. With
Yes.
my
Yes.
way, as a group, you push one demand, you say, we have this building, it's this big, it's this many floors, it's got this many balconies or whatever. We want it painted by then. It has to be finished by then, and we're looking for the best offers. And then people that can supply this, they give you their offers. Some people can
Yeah.
do it tomorrow, some people can do it in 1 month, but cheaper. So it depends on what you want. It's not always the cheapest deal that gets the job. It's the best deal available that gets the job.
Yeah. So you mean what about the competitors, or what about already existing
Who
marketplace
is it?
beside tech? Let's leave Upwork and freelancer.com. Let's see on.
Alibaba? I don't know, but Alibaba again doesn't have services, and also it doesn't have a 4% fee. And
Okay.
also, Alibaba, because I used Alibaba before in the past, I have
Yeah.
never been happy from Alibaba services. And I'm sure a lot of people haven't been happy from Alibaba services because they go based on who's the supplier. That's the guy who pays for our bills. So we'll support the supplier. And you, as a buyer, are left
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. So you
So
have already mentioned about Alibaba earlier. Like you said that we have to go in sorts of suppliers in Alibaba, but in your platform, buyer says I want this, then the suppliers will be bidding on the request. So
the
let's
suppliers
talk.
who are already in the platform get
Yeah.
notified immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. Suppliers that are not on the platform but can support your demand get a notification through email, and we say, hey, we have a demand from this person that's very close to you by your location and needs what you are saying or you're selling, and he wants an offer. Do you want to submit your offer for free? So they sign up, they give their offer, and then they're on the platform. They can become buyers again or suppliers to other demands. It's
Yeah,
a
definitely.
chain.
Yeah, I can see that this is also technically a bit technical centric. Bitpool will have a lot of uh, technical algorithms will be there to match the product and similar buyers. Or let's
Mhm.
say you talked about proximity. This will that needs to be done. And uh, let's talk about niche. What kind of specific industries are you targeting this product for? Do you
Well,
have something in your
I've
mind?
started targeting hotel industry because
Okay.
each hotel is a business that has big demands. A hotel
Yeah.
with 80 rooms needs 80 desks, 80 couches, 80 beds, 80 TVs, 80 fridges, 80 air conditionings. So what they want is bulk, and that's where you can get the best deals. Okay, so I'm targeting the hotel industry to start off with, but there's no limit because the guy
Yeah.
who gives an offer to the hotel for the furniture, he's a big furniture manufacturer. He might needs 200 tons of wood, so he
Yeah.
makes a demand, and I mean, it goes. It's a chain. It's a chain reaction. It goes by itself. What I failed to mention is that it's not only suppliers that you don't know. So if I'm a buyer, even
Yeah.
if I have my supplier, okay, I have a supplier already, but I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
100% happy with this guy because he doesn't answer the phones every time I call him. He doesn't reply to my emails on time, or his prices are a little bit higher than I wanted, or he does many mistakes because, okay, I've got this customer 10 years. I'm not going to lose the customer. Send it to him without
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah.
So even if I have my own suppliers, this time I'm going to tell them, dude, I made the demand on Bitpool. If you want my business, you give me an offer there because they guarantee my money until I get what I was promised properly, on time, without mistakes, without damages.
Without
Because
damages and also in competitive rate, like there is a competition.
the competition, it is a part, but if I know you and we've worked for 10 years,
Yeah.
I'm using the competition to make you give me a better price.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not only give me a better price, but give me exactly what I need. Because you might say, yes, yes, it's going to be there on Tuesday, but then it's
Yeah. Yeah.
Friday and I still haven't gotten it. And you're like, hey,
Yeah.
okay, you know me, 10 years, we deal together 10 years. So, he doesn't feel the pressure to deliver what he promised.
Uh, yeah, in this podcast, we can even share our screen. Do you think we should like share the website to the
Hmm.
users?
Hmm. I'm
Let
on
me
the
do that.
phone now. I'm talking to you through the phone, so I cannot share anything.
I will share it. I will share it from
Okay.
your
You
bitpool.com.
know, one other interesting thing I've done, which
Yeah.
I'm very proud of, when I was building this,
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, I mean, all the platforms, Facebook, Twitter, all of the platforms
Yeah.
have spam
Yeah.
and they have scammers.
Yeah.
So how am I going to protect my users from spammers and scammers?
Yeah.
What?
Can you?
I
Yeah.
can see that it's empty. 1 second. Give me a second, man. Give me a second, because this is not what technical difficulties from a non-developer. Give me a second. Let me just fix it because I know what happened.
Oh, you mean in the website?
Yes, there is nothing on the list, is there?
No, I can see. It's the website is. Oh,
The
you mean?
website is there, but there's no results. Wait, wait, wait,
Data.
wait, wait.
Okay. Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Sure. Sure.
So basically, what I did to remove the possibility of spam and scam and all these things is I basically created a system with tokens.
Yeah.
So the tokens is a currency that I create and I redeem. So I can give you tokens or I can take your tokens. The tokens have no value off the
Yeah.
platform, so you cannot see somebody in in eBay selling tokens from Bitpool. You cannot
Yeah.
see this because he cannot transfer them anyway. So what I've done is I've created a token system that any action you want to make, either you want to make a demand or you want to make a bid,
Yeah.
this costs tokens. It costs
Yeah.
10 tokens for you to create a demand, or 10 tokens for you to create uh, a bid on someone's
Oh,
demand. So
yeah.
what happens is this: if you're a verified user and I know, you are Krishna Dhakal, and
Yeah.
you've sent me your proof of address and proof of ID,
Yeah.
then I know who you are and I give you the tokens for free. So I say, Krishna, here's 1,000
Okay.
tokens. Do as many bids you want, as many demands you want. I know who you are. You can't scam my customers. But if I
Okay.
don't know who you are and
Yeah.
you are Jonathan from Spain
Yeah.
and you want to tell the customer, I'll give you this for $1 each,
Yeah.
and you
But
know that
yeah.
you cannot buy the bed for $1 each, this is a spam contract. I don't need this information in my database. So this
Yeah.
person that is not verified with his ID and his
Yeah.
address will have to buy the tokens for $5,
Okay.
and it will cost him $5 to say something stupid. If you're going to pay $5 to say something stupid, you will not say something stupid. And
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
if you do,
Yeah.
Bitpool makes $5. We moderate it, we see it, we delete your stupidity. Then, on the other hand, there is scammers that these scammers, they send 1,000 emails.
Yeah.
One guy gets scammed, he gets fooled, we make money. Why? Because the whole attempt didn't cost us anything. So with my system, if he wants to send 1,000 demands or 1,000 bids, he has to
Yeah.
pay $5 each, which means he has to invest $5,000 to try and scam somebody. And how much money is he going to make from these people that he's going to try and scam? 500, $1,000. He's not going to make his money back. So it makes the whole attempt unworthy. So
Yes.
it's
Yes.
not even worth it for them to
Yeah.
try, right?
Yeah. Definitely. So, for verified members, you will give the tokens for free, right?
Yes, and in ways that I can give it like a reward. So if you share this contract, you
Okay.
go in and you say, this guy is looking for plywood. My uncle sells plywood. Let me share this contract and send it to him. So you share the contract, you get 50 tokens. Then you say, okay, I want to refer my friend that is looking for 10 cars for leasing for his company. And then
Okay.
as soon as you refer him and he signs up, you get 150 tokens. So it's like a little cheese that you give to
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
mouse to come to the trap, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. So, one uh, different question, like, you just like populated the list with products, right? Is it
Hmm.
from your back end dashboard you are doing it?
Yes.
Oh, but it's becoming really fast, like, I think in real time it's being updated in the website. How did
Yes,
you
of
do that?
course it is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Bubble, bro.
Oh, from
The
Bubble.
magic of Bubble.
Yeah, I checked it on like today morning after we
Hmm.
talked.
And it
It
was
was there.
full.
Yeah. How did it went like empty? What was the reason? Do you know it?
It
Do you
was
know it?
because I've made a fail safe to expire the contracts, so I can check if there's new contracts that are spam to not be active. So what happened is it did it to all the contracts at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that, obviously.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to log in? I'll give you demo account details. If you want to
Yeah.
log in, you can log
Yeah.
in.
Sure. Let's log in and let's see.
So email is one
Yeah. One. ON.
at at no
Yeah.
no no one number one
Yeah. One.
at two
Two.
number two dot com
Yeah. Okay. Password.
123 321.
What if someone from our audience is it it's a issue?
It's a
Uh,
demo account. They can sign up or they can use this.
okay, so testing period is over. Users will have to buy. Okay.
This is an explainer for the tokens. This is gonna go away now.
Okay, so we are like new video contact for 12 loads. You have notifications also here.
Yes, but the thing is, I am building the whole platform from the beginning now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you're
So
planning to do it on different approach,
on a different what? Sorry.
like using JavaScript and all those like.
Bubble uses JavaScript, but no, I'm making it on Bubble because it's very fast and very easy.
Okay.
And as soon as I get an investment, because I have been on Dragon's Den, you know what Dragon's Den is?
Oh yeah, yeah. I watched that. Like, I have also reacted to Dragon's Den on my YouTube channel, like in like
Well, the Greek
some.
Dragons Den, because I live in Greece now, the Greek
Okay,
Dragons Den just started the first season. And they
okay,
found me last May, and they're
yeah,
like, wow, you've made something very clever, and you're a single father, and you made
yeah,
it from your bedroom, because I
yeah,
literally made it from my bed.
yeah.
And they're like, we really want you because you're a good example, and people are gonna relate, stuff like that. So I went there. I I have attended this. Actually, I'm not sure it's a good idea. I'm telling you this because my episode hasn't aired yet.
Okay,
So
okay.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know if I'm gonna be in trouble. But I have attended Dragons Den, and as soon as I get the investment, I'm gonna be able to, hire 5 developers and start
yeah.
working on it properly.
Yeah, you mean you will be hosting your own backend wise, or you will
I
be?
already I've already got my own backend.
No, you mean like
I've made
sometime
I've made the
you.
front end that you're looking at.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you. Okay, give me a second. Although my backend is very, very basic.
Oh, backend also you develop it by yourself?
Yeah, let me show you.
No, by backend I mean like you might want to have some scalable server sometime. Like if this gets a bit more traffic, then you might want to have a
Mhm.
load balancer, and you want to
Okay,
uh,
can you see the button that says create a demand?
sorry, I can't see the button.
On the
I,
left, it says create your contract.
oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
1 second, let me scroll down because there's a lot of users here. And this demo account is from the beginning, so it's on the bottom of the page. And I haven't fixed the search functionality yet in the backend. Oh, come on, how many people? Okay, there, I can see you're online. Okay, check now. Under the create a contract,
Yeah. Should I refresh?
no,
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I got it.
if you click on this admin button,
Okay. Oh,
this is my backend. I can control my users, my contracts, and everything.
this also from Bowel?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I will
That.
deactivate it now because if you click on users, you will see, don't click on users because all my information of all my users are going to be displayed. And this is
Oh,
sensitive information.
yeah, sure. I
So
want.
I'll make you a platinum member again. And now
Yeah,
you've
yeah,
lost the access, and now the buttons are going to disappear. And if you go back,
yeah.
the
It's
admin button is not going to be there. But through this admin panel that I've designed, I can control contracts, payments, bids, users, like transactions and messages and everything to message my users and to send
that
them
also you
notifications.
designed initially from Bowel, right?
Yep,
Oh, that's really cool. So,
it's an
yeah,
amazing
actually,
tool.
yeah, fully functioning MVP. I can say that it's a fully functioning MVP. And what's the
95%.
sorry?
95%.
95%. What's
Mhm.
the 5% left then? Let me
Well,
close
there's a
the.
lot of things that I want to introduce.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you see, I have something called turbo contracts.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
this is a different, like when you make a contract, it's
yeah,
10 BP tokens, and you make a contract with one photo. Turbo
yeah.
contracts, you can put 4 photos.
Okay.
They cost more tokens to create the turbo contract, but the red contracts are turbo, the ones with a T on the list. These are
Okay.
turbo contracts. Down,
Oh,
they're normal contracts. So the turbo contracts are displayed on the top of the list, always. Also, notifications about this contract goes to bidders, to potential bidders, more than once. When you create the contract, the notification goes to everybody once. When it's a turbo contract, every week they will get a notification saying you can
Okay.
try and bid on this contract if you can fulfill this demand. So there's more things, like more functions in the contracts that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can, like when you create a turbo contract, you can see the views of the contract. If it's a normal contract and you created a normal contract, you cannot see how many views you had. So when you
Okay.
can see that, my contract has 5,000 views, but I don't have a bid, that means that not a lot of people can give me a demand, can give me a bid. And what I'm looking for is kind of special. But when you see that, I've got 1,000 views and I've got 12 bids already, this means that I'm going to get the best price available, because a lot of people can give me a bid, a lot of people can provide me with what I'm looking for, so they're gonna fight between them. You understand?
Yeah, I got your point. So, um, incentive wise, for example, in your platform, yeah, turbo contract is a win-win for a serious user and the company, right? Since it's a 4% escrow, so that the margin is low, but for serious people, you are definitely also, like, for investor, I think they might look into uh, like what's the incentive model, right? So you have managed it really in beautiful way. But yeah, the challenge for me, the challenge might be, people might be doing things in traditional way. For example, in plywood, they might contact, like, there might be, some supplier they know, but definitely they
Okay,
might not provide
I can
as
tell you. I can tell you 3 points why they should use me instead of going the traditional way. First
yeah,
of all, the guy who's going to give you a bid is verified. I know who he is and where he's from. Second of all, I make them compete with each other by giving you the best deal. You cannot
yeah,
do
yeah,
this manually by contacting different individual suppliers. Maybe after 5 months, you've contacted 50 suppliers and one of them is cheaper than the other. Okay. But then, even if you find the cheaper one, how can you be guaranteed that you're going to get what you were promised?
yeah, I got your
That
point.
your money is not going to be lost? So for 4%, it's not a big deal for you to go through
Yeah.
Bitpool.
So let's talk about expense. Like, what's the you know how much money should you raise, like, for it to you like do aggressive marketing for this?
I don't need aggressive marketing, one,
Okay, okay.
because the
Are you
the
planning
thing is,
for, like, word of mouth? Like, if you satisfy someone, then they will tell
I'm
the.
planning on targeting specific markets. Okay, so Greece, where I live, I
Okay.
have a lot of people that I know, and what is very, very strong in Greece is the hospitality industry. So the hotels, the
Yeah.
restaurant, this is the best business in Greece that always works. Okay, tourism. So I'm starting from there, and as you can see, I've got air conditioning units for a hotel, bed sheets and mattresses and TVs and websites for hotels. But then the guy who gave a bid for the bed sheets, he needs shipping services, so he will start asking for shipping services, and that's when I'm going to approach shipping companies to give a bid. But then the shipping companies needs uh, trucks, we need uh, packaging and materials, or we need a new website. So it's all chained. As soon as it starts from the one market and it starts spreading, first of all, the one guy who gave you the bed sheets demand, as soon as he sees how easy and fast he got the best deal and secured to get his stuff, it's automatic. He's going to start spreading the word by himself. The best marketing is a satisfied customer, in my opinion. And the truth is, because I do eliminate advertising, as we spoke before the podcast started.
Yeah, yeah,
Because if you're a supplier now,
yeah.
you're paying thousands of dollars to advertise your product. I have mouse, I have the best mouse. I have the cheapest mouse. Do you want a mouse? No. Do you want a mouse? Okay, so let me put $10,000 a month adverts to people who might want a mouse. Then these the advertising companies, basically, what do they say? They say, we can reach targeted audiences. That man once bought a mouse. And you're
Yeah.
like, okay, does he want a mouse today? No. So why am I paying for him to see my mouse? So I
Yeah.
don't need to pay, because when
Yeah.
I'm
But
a member of Bitbull, when somebody asks for a mouse, I get notified for free. I give my offer for free. I don't lose nothing. I don't spend $1 on advertising. But because this is happening, all the major platforms like Facebook and okay, they've shadow banned me. So basically, I made a post on a group
okay.
with 300,000 people on
Okay.
Facebook.
Yeah.
I didn't get one like or one comment on this post. And that was very, very, I was like, what the hell's wrong with Facebook? Why? Why? It's
What
not
was the post
something that,
related to? Why?
sorry,
Uh, like, what was it related to? You were like trying
I will
to.
explain. No, I was explaining that I made this platform. I'm doing this. Anybody who wants to test it, feel free to contact me. I'll give you all the tokens. I'll sign you up for free. I'll give you everything, and I'll work for you for free, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple of people saw some of my posts and sent me a message on a private message.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, hi, this is a very nice idea. Please tell me more. And I'm like, okay, let me reply. I reply to them. I say, hi, Brandon. Thank you for your time. I appreciate your time. And I get a message from Facebook saying, a security check is required. And I'm like, what security check? I've paid
Yeah.
tens of
It's
thousands of advertising costs on Facebook to advertise my other businesses.
yeah.
So they
Yeah.
know who I am. They've got my credit cards, they got my PayPal account, they've got my passport photos, they've got everything. What security check? And I
Yeah.
said that, this is very fishy. Something's going on here. And
It's really.
my posts
Yeah.
were
It's
not getting
weird.
any likes. Then the
Yeah.
second person sent me another message, and I replied to this guy. I say, "Hi, John. Thank you for your time." And then another error, like another pop-up comes up, and it says, "This action has been deemed abusive or otherwise not allowed." And I'm like, "What the hell's wrong with Facebook? Why are they, why they don't like me?" And then the more
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was thinking about it, I'm like, they don't like me because when people learn about my platform and the way I'm using, they will
Yeah.
never need to pay for advertising again. So I'm going to hurt their advertising revenues. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
shadow banning me. But that's okay. I don't need them.
Facebook is really weird. Yeah. I also face similar activity in the past. Um. So shadow banning means
That you
if you
post, you talk, but nobody sees it. It doesn't
yeah,
show you that it's blocked or, that it's
nothing.
not allowed or
The
stuff.
traffic
It
won't
shows that
be.
it's there, but nobody
Yeah.
can see it.
Okay. So you're planning to, yeah, so change the platform, right?
I've started building a new platform again on Bubble, but with a different, because this is on the old responsive design. My
Ah,
site now is not responsive, okay,
okay.
but the new one I'm making is responsive, and it's
Yeah,
going to
most
be a
of the people
better.
are, yeah, I was planning that. Like, I was thinking that many people use mobile devices, so I think app
Oh,
will
my
be
mobile device is
better.
fine, but the tablet is not. If you log in from a tablet, you'll just see a mess.
Okay, so let's talk about more about your like your past. Shall we do that, or what do you say?
Sure.
Like before Bitpool, what was in which industry were you involved in, or how, how do
Before
you like?
Bitpool,
Yeah,
Before Bitpool, I was working for a fund, an
yeah.
investment fund from London that invested in properties in Greece. And these guys
Oh,
came, they bought 100 properties. They wanted to renovate them, refurbish them, furnish them, and rent them out long term, not Airbnb, but long term investment. And these
yeah.
guys, they started asking me, giving me all their demands. I was their fixer. So they're saying one day, Tony, I need 25 couches. Find me the best deal. I want them like this, like that, to become a bed also, blah, blah, blah. So then I started contacting suppliers and chasing them and running around and meeting people. And that's how the idea came to me from this investment fund. Before that, I had a candle manufacturing business. I had
Okay.
lettercandles.com, which I still own, but I don't make the candles anymore. I used to make candles shaped as letters.
Letters?
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh, letter
exist.
candles. Oh, that's cool.
For decoration purposes, for I used to make letter candles for yachts,
Oh,
for birthday cakes.
oh.
I don't know if you have this tradition in Nepal, but
Yeah, yeah, we
here
have.
on your
Yeah, just
birthday you put a candle with a number.
number. Yeah.
But these candles have not changed the design or their style since I was 3 years old. So I mean, we still have those ugly numbered three
Yeah.
colored candles. So
Yeah.
I had a CNC router and a 3D printer. I was making my own matrices. From the matrix, I was making the molds. From the molds, I was making candles. So I had no limits. I could make anything I wanted. I could
Yeah.
write Krishna on the
Yeah.
cake with the Batman letters or with Mickey Mouse letters because your cake was a Batman cake. If you're a kid, you understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you mean you wrote on cake or you made candles? Like,
No, no, I
what
made
did?
candles that you put on the cake.
Okay. Okay.
First of all, women don't like to put numbers. That's why we have the question mark, because women don't want to say what's their age. So
Yeah.
now instead of a question mark or a number, they put Maria.
Yeah. How was the business? Was it promising or
Oh, it
what
was
did you
going very
learn?
well. What did I learn? The thing is, because I am a single father, I was
Yeah.
in the process of getting a divorce. Okay.
Oh.
When you marry a woman in my
Yeah.
culture here in Greece,
Yeah.
she's entitled to take half of everything you made.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she takes the kid, she gets child support,
Yeah.
and then you become a slave. So
Mm.
because I didn't want to become a slave, I
Yeah.
destroyed everything I had, and it was just me, the kid, and ruins.
Okay.
And she had to choose. Does she want this? No. Nobody who was not crazy
Yeah.
wouldn't want that, you know? So it was like I set her up a bit, to be
Oh.
honest, because I destroyed everything I had, and I said, listen,
Yeah.
no money, no jobs, no work, no nothing. It's
Yeah.
just me and the kid. If you're gonna be here, you're gonna be here for me and the kid. You wanna be
Yeah.
here? No. So she left. Now she's paying child support. I have the
Okay.
kid full time for the past 9 years. So I had to
Mm.
destroy all my businesses and all my jobs to keep my kid, basically.
Oh, that's
It was
something
a
that
it
we.
was a strategy move.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, is it only was it only just for strategy, or I think it was for real? You destroyed it, right? Or
Well, it was a strategy move because my candle business was going very well. And the thing
yeah.
is, what did I do? Okay, I made the candles for the letters for the cakes.
Yeah.
I put them on a stand where you had all the letters, all the colors, all the numbers. I had heart-shaped candles, I had hashtag candle, I had stuff that didn't exist because I could create anything I wanted.
Yeah.
I
3D
made
printing.
this I made this stand and I went to all the big major candle suppliers and
Yeah.
that sell the candles to the shops that
Yeah.
sell cakes.
Yeah.
I go there and they're like, "Where did you come from? Are you a candle manufacturer?" I said, "No." He's like, "Are you a pastry chef or a cake manufacturer?" I said, "No." He's like, "Oh, I mean, how the hell did you make this?" I said, "Do you like it?" He's like, "Yeah, that's very nice."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you interested in supplying and distributing my product? I am willing to sacrifice part of my profits to use your network." They're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I want 500,000 pieces." I'm like, "Whoa, dude, these are handmade. Okay, I don't have a machine that I press a button and thousands come out.
Yeah.
So if you order 100,000 pieces as a
Yeah.
first order, I will give you exclusivity for the whole of the Greece, and except the cities. So all of the villages and all the islands and all of that, I'll give you exclusivity. Anybody calls me, I'll say, go to this guy, he's got the candles.
Okay. Okay.
So I waited for 1 week. I went to all the big major ones. There were like five or six.
Yeah.
So I waited for 1 week, no calls. Second week, no calls. I'm like, okay, these guys are either gonna copy me or they don't believe I can support them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what I did is I took a very nice chocolate cake
Yeah.
and I put on it I love you. I wrote
Yeah.
on it I love you and I put the
Yeah.
hearts on.
Mm.
I took a photo of this and I
Yeah.
put it on Facebook. And I spent 600 euros a week on ads, which
That's
was the
huge.
max. That
Yeah.
was the
That's
max
nice.
then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what I say is on the post, on the photo, I said, ask for letter candles
Uh,
at the shop of your neighborhood.
oh.
And I made all the consumers, I made them my salesmen because they were going into shops and saying, hi, do you have these little candles? He's like, what? No. Then they left. Then the next guy comes, same day. Hi, do you have the letter candles? He's like, no. And then after three, four, five people came in the same day asking for this product, this
Yeah.
man turns around to his wife and say, woman, call this distributor to bring us the letter candles
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
obviously something they're wanting.
Yeah.
They called the distributor didn't have it. They
Yeah.
found me on Facebook. They
Yeah.
contacted me. The next day they have it.
Yeah.
Within a year, I had 140 shops, points of sale that were selling my products. So I created my own network. And then I had motorbikes going around every week filling them up.
That's that that's really smart move. Like,
I'm naughty, but I'm not bad, you know?
yeah. So so later you terminated the business, right? You said just now.
I've had e-shops. I've
Oh.
had, I've done everything. I mean, for me now, because I need to set up for Bitpool, I need to set up a worldwide network that I will control supervisors. Supervisors will control the BP operators. The BP operators are like each, they're like my support and my salesman at the same thing. And these guys have to control the customers. And because I have to learn how to set up a network and a system like this, I have to either go do a 4 year university degree to learn how to do it properly, spend thousands of dollars and 4 years, or I go to work for a company that does this successfully
Yeah.
already and learn. So
Yeah.
now I've joined a company called Kirby. Kirby is a machine that is it's not a vacuum cleaner only. It does the
Okay.
job of the vacuum cleaner, but it's also a lot of machines at the same time. It's in one. So this machine is they call it a cleaning system. Okay.
Oh
And
yeah.
this machine costs $3,500. Okay. They don't do any advertising on TV, on the internet, no advertising whatsoever. Zero money, zero budget for marketing. But we sell 170 machines a month just in one office here in Athens. And Athens is a part of a bankrupt country. Don't forget this. This machine costs as much as a car. In my first training, 9 presentations, I sold 4. So they have a system that even though it is a little bit old school,
Yeah.
I call them dinosaurs. But even though it is an old school system, it
Yeah.
works. And I'm learning a lot of things. And I'm trying to implement this in Bitpool.
Beautiful. Okay.
And I
So
don't
you,
mind going and cleaning houses and people's houses to learn to
yeah,
do
yeah.
something more advanced.
Okay. So you got the point. You are learning from that, right? So Bitpool is your now main of, yeah. So um, what should we talk about? So yeah, got a lot of idea out Bitpool. We learned a lot of things from your side. Let's let's talk about Greece. So
You want me to tell you something about Bitpool that we didn't mention?
yeah,
What
sure, go on.
what is the biggest problem we all experience on all the platforms? The
Like,
support.
yeah, yeah,
When
support.
you contact, for example, you have a PayPal problem, an issue
Yeah,
with your PayPal account, okay? And you
yeah,
contact PayPal support. What
yeah,
happens? Every time you contact PayPal support, you reach a different person.
yeah, yeah.
And you're like,
Different one.
mate, I've spoken to 6 different people for the same problem, and my problem is not fixed.
Yeah,
Can you see what I've said to the previous people? Because I can't repeat myself again and again and write whole letters of what's happened and how what kind of problem I'm experiencing. And they're like, oh,
yeah,
sorry, I don't have access. And you're like, okay, so how am I going to solve my problem? So it's very, very hard for me to solve my issues. So this is the operators I told you before, and this network. The operator is basically a person that uses Bitpool as a
yeah.
tool to make money. Okay,
Okay,
he is an external affiliate of Bitpool. He's under a commission agreement, a commission-based agreement with
yeah,
the platform and the company. And I tell you, Krishna, you're an
yeah,
operator. I give you access to my admin panel on the back end. Okay. When you find someone who is going to sign up on Bitpool, you give him your email and he adds that as a referral. And then he becomes your client. So you are in charge of John, for example. When
oh,
John needs to make a demand, you can help him and tell him, look, John, you asked for 10 tables, but you didn't say what size, what color, or what material you want them from, and you help him make his demand as clear as possible. Okay. Now, when he makes a bid, you also can also again advise him on how to make his bid better for him to get accepted, for his bid to get accepted. So say, you know what, you gave him the bid, you gave him the price, but you didn't mention that you will have it with the shipping included in this price. You didn't mention
yeah,
shipping. Okay.
yeah,
So you help him to get the deal. So the trick is that you get 1% commission of
oh,
each deal that they make.
okay. Because
So
you are the one who is supporting them for,
yes.
yeah,
So now
got
if
it.
I am the customer and you are my operator, any problem I have, I speak only to Krishna. Krishna knows me. He knows what I like, what I want, what I can do, what I cannot do. So I will not you will not bother me other if it's not necessary. Okay, but you win from each transaction I complete, either if I need your help or not. So in the beginning you will tell me, Tony, you made your demand a little bit missing this info, please add this info for you to get a better result. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you, Krishna, thank you very much. Then I have an issue and I say, hey, Krishna, hi, I'm trying to do this and I can't find the button where to do that. And you're like, oh, it's over there. If you scroll down, you'll find it. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. But
Yeah, I
then,
got it.
uh, as far as I'm concerned, I've I've received your help 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, but
Yeah,
then I know how to use the platform. So then I
yeah,
create demands and I submit my bids without needing your help. You still
yeah.
get your commission because I
Oh,
am your client. So it creates sort of a passive income for you.
oh no. For example, while I'm at first trade, if I want to buy a plywood, I successfully bought a plywood with the help of my operator, right? But for the
Mhm,
second trade, now for next day I'm buying a Rolex watch. In that also, I will get 1% or
mhm.
only on plywood.
Now, if no, for all the deals, you will get your 1%. The thing is, it's in your best interest for your clients to make more and more and more deals. So
Yeah, yeah,
anytime you have a problem, anytime I have a problem as a client,
yeah.
you will make sure that my problem is solved fast,
So and the
easy.
deal is being made.
Exactly. And the thing is now this, that if you are my operator, okay, and I am a buyer and I make a demand. Oh, my phone is going off, man. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I need to charge. I
Oh,
talk too much, I know.
no, it's okay.
So, if I am a buyer and you are my operator and I make a demand,
Yeah.
you will help me and you will get the 1% of my deal. But if
Mhm.
I'm looking for, let's say, mattresses, okay, and I say, Krishna, I made a demand and I'm looking for mattresses. Please help me to make the demand. You help me, okay. Then you, as an operator, you can find a supplier that sells mattresses,
Yeah.
make him your client, and make him sign up on Bitpool to give his bid. Then you get 2%. You get 1% from me, 1%
Yeah.
from him.
That's
You see, I'm not
so.
greedy. I don't need to make 20%
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
because the deals are big.
yeah.
The value of each deal is huge.
Your goal is to
Be useful,
be
create
useful
value
for, yeah, be win-win for every
for
parties.
everybody, and create value and secure each transaction. You cannot get scammed on Bitpool. You cannot get spammed. Hi, join me on Telegram. Nuh-uh.
So personally, I think we have to do some changes on the user interface, right?
Mhm.
Because since it's a technology, it's a technical product. It's a product that's similar to e-commerce, like the deployment part. You know, uh, I'm not that aware. If you, I'm not sure if you are aware about that, or but you should have some server so that if the traffic gets uh,
The server is on Bubble, bro.
no,
That's
but
Bubble's problem.
I don't.
If I get
Okay,
100,000 users tomorrow,
yeah,
Bubble has to update their server.
but Bobble will charge you a lot of money for that, right?
But I mean, I'm making money then.
What about like if you? No, I think, yeah, you can try. Yeah, we are not sure at first. You can try that, but ideal case will be to have a, yeah. But from Bobble approach also you can do that at initially. It's good, but
My issue
UI
is my data is on Bubble. I don't have control of my data 100%. That's my issue.
that can be migrated. Like yeah, since I'm a tech guy, let's talk about tech now. So
Mhm.
uh, you mean the data, the image, the description, everything is in Bubble, right? So how many product have you kept in Bubble? Like how many list is in Bubble?
Well, there's a lot of lists. The thing is that it's growing, but the idea is eventually to make it independent as an app
Yeah,
and have my independent server and my
yeah,
independence from everybody, and
yeah,
eventually be independent from escrow. I will
yeah,
be
yeah,
able to get my licenses, to get
yeah.
my insurance, and I'll be able to keep the whole commission instead of splitting it with escrow. But then I will need to set up a support system. I will need to set up support
Technical,
agents.
yeah.
All of this is maybe not worth it for me, even if I am huge, to do it, since escrow already does it and they know how to do it and they do it properly and perfectly. I'm happy with them. So
No, what
we will
about like,
see.
yeah, yeah. So operator are also major aspect of your platform. So operator are someone who takes responsibility, or sometimes
It's,
they even find supplier.
it's
Operator
just
is
another user that has different role
incentive. Yeah, yeah.
and they have
So
access to the back end.
yeah,
So if you are my operator and you go on the admin panel, you can only see me. If you
yeah, yeah,
get 5 customers, you can only see these 5 customers and only be able to edit and see the contracts that us clients of yours have made. You cannot see everything. You can only see
okay,
your clientele, your clients' demands, your clients' bids, your clients' transactions, but you have to support them.
yeah, yeah.
And that's why I need to set up a network with supervisors that are going to manage BP operators that are going to manage clients.
Okay, so in your uh, human resource plan, you are trying to have supervisors and then operators.
The operator can be anybody, man, because
Anybody, yeah.
what we do is an independent commons commission based agreement. So
Yeah.
if you as a member sign up on Bitpool, okay, and then you have a friend, like what I've done many times, I have a friend who's looking for a car, and
Yeah.
he's like, hey, I'm looking to buy a car, I want to spend around $10,000, and I'm looking for a BMW X1.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, my friend John has a BMW X1 he wants to sell. So I broker the deal, but I don't make any money out of it. I don't make
Yeah.
it legitimately. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when the deal happens, if one of the two is not happy with the other, it's my fault because I introduced John to Krishna.
Mm.
You see, so with my system, I can interfere, I can broker the deal as a BP operator without super extra knowledge. There is a training course that I've created for the operators to learn how to use the platform, how to make the demands, how to make the bids. There is a process. But first of all, it doesn't cost anything to become a BP operator. And there is no requirement because you don't have a salary. So I'm not going to tell you, Krishna, you need to make 10 deals a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot ask this from you. I cannot demand for you to wait or work 20 hours a day without giving you a proper salary. Now, the next level is after you become an operator and you do the first 3 deals of your clients are completed, then
Yeah.
you will have an option and we'll say, dude, are you serious about this? Do you like it? Would you like to be an official partner of Bitpool? And I will employ you and give you a salary.
Yeah.
But then you will get a smaller commission, right?
Yeah.
Because you will be getting a salary. You will still get commission on each deal, but not the 1%.
Okay, so I can see the BP operators, yeah, already being mentioned in website
Mhm.
also. So you have already designed all these features, everything from BP tokens to listing to also to turbo contracts. Every first, did you like note it in like in a paper and pen, or while making the website, everything came in one place and you just kept on adding?
Not really. I started from the one end, and then as I was going, I was building, and even now I'm getting ideas that I want to implement them in the platform, but it's too early. If I put everything I have in my head on Bitpool, users are going to be overwhelmed. They're going to say, oh, this is so complicated. I cannot use this. And I don't
Yeah,
want that. After I reach 100,000 users, that's when I'm going to introduce new features. After I reach 1 million users, I will
yeah,
introduce new features. And then the 100,000 users will teach the rest because it's word of mouth. And I'm planning to
yeah,
go like this. They're going to teach the next user what he knows already. And then when they all know everything, I will introduce something new without changing what they know already, because the thing I hate most about platforms like Facebook or they keep changing. They keep
yeah,
changing their platform. They keep changing the buttons. The one time is there, the other time is in the menu, the other time, and I'm like, dude, I have to learn this bloody software again from the beginning for me to use it.
yeah, yeah,
It's not a good user interaction in my mind. I'm trying to
yeah,
make things simple. I'm trying to make things secure, fast, and easy, and for a
yeah,
win-win situation for all the parties.
yeah. So, uh, so you're planning to start it from Greece, and after that you will be going outside Greece, right?
The platform is available everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
Yes, where
Anyone
escrow
list?
where
Yeah.
where escrow can support. The countries that escrow can support, I can support too. But places like North Korea, escrow doesn't support North Korea, so I cannot accept payments from North Korea. There's no point for me to target users in North Korea. Escrow doesn't support Egypt. I cannot. That's a huge market. I cannot support them. Nigeria, I cannot support them. So until I'm established
Yeah, yeah,
properly in markets that are serious like Australia, UK, Germany, America, with the big GTPs,
yeah,
it's not a problem that I need to worry about yet.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about Greece. Like, how
Hmm.
is like Greece? I think it's a developed country, right? Or is it developing? Or
It is developed country, but it's also an undeveloped country, meaning that we are a part of a European Union.
yeah,
We are supposedly advanced,
yeah,
but now a couple of weeks ago, two trains crashed head on because of a mistake of an instructor, and like 60 people died just because they live in Greece. They died. So I mean,
yeah,
I yesterday I fell with a bike on the street from I slipped and
yeah,
I fell down. I dislocated my shoulder. I hurt my leg. I hurt my hand, and I destroyed my bike, my motorbike. This is a
yeah,
motorbike, not a bicycle. So
yeah.
as soon as I got up and I started picking my bike up, three people behind me also fell because there
Uh,
was very bad road conditions.
these things
Nobody's
are,
fault.
yeah, yeah,
Nobody's fault. This is how it is in Greece. So when you learn and you live in the jungle, you learn to get used to getting bitten by snakes. If you're going to
yeah.
live in the jungle, you have to get used to bitten by snakes. So it's not my first time I'm falling, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last time I'm falling with a motorbike. But I mean, that's life. I cannot blame anybody. Confucius said that a great man blames himself and a small man blames others. So
Yeah, yeah. And how is the tourism there? Is it like as
it's
seen
full.
in movies and
Yes, it's
videos?
full. It's chaos. But now the problem that tourism companies and basically the tourist industry has in Greece, they
Yeah,
cannot find workers because they have been taking advantage of people. For
oh,
example, they say, I need somebody to come and be a waiter for 5 months for the season.
yeah,
So you're like, okay, what's the salary? Oh,
yeah,
2,000 euro, which is like 3 or 4 times the basic salary in Greece, the minimum
oh,
wage. So you're
yeah,
like, okay, that's a good salary, and I'm gonna be on an island, and I'm gonna
yeah,
do like, I'm gonna meet people, I'm gonna have my holidays and whatever. But then you
yeah,
go there, they work you 25 hours a day, they work you out completely exhausted, and after 1 month, they don't pay you. And you're like, can I please get paid? I need some money to send back home. He's like, here, take 300 euros. And you're like, okay, can I have some more? He's like, I'll give you next week. And then they go like this. After 2 months, maybe from the 4,000 euro they owe you, they've given you 500. And then you're like, okay, shit, I'm not going to stay here and work for
yeah,
nothing. So you get up and leave. And then they
yeah.
just find another person and they say, I'll give you 2,000 euro a month. Come and work for me. So they're getting people, they're taking advantage of people without paying them properly and without giving them right working conditions and stuff. And people have been fed up now, so they're like, no, I'm going to stay home and play PlayStation. I don't need to go work for nothing and break my legs and
Yeah.
you know.
So there is a shortage of workforce, not
Very
even
big.
in tourism, but in other industry also in this.
Well, tourism is mainly the problem because it's a seasonal work,
Yeah.
and you go for 5 months, but you make enough money supposedly to live the whole year. So now each season, less and less people show up for work, and they're begging to find workers, waiters, and like receptionists and cleaners for the rooms.
Okay.
It's been
So
hit hard.
yeah, how is the like cost of living in Greece? Like, is it expensive, or as you said, there are places uh, like poorer
Well, it
places also?
depends. I
It
mean,
depends.
yeah, I mean, you can live with 1,000 euro a month,
Yeah.
which is not a lot of money, but you can, because we are a European country and we do get stuff imported from outside of Greece, which are expensive. So, I mean, you can see people driving BMW cars and they don't have money to put gas in it, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it depends on each person's choices. The
Yeah.
best thing is to live in Greece, it's a paradise, but to work in Greece, it's hell. So the best thing is to live in Greece but work outside of Greece
outside,
remotely.
remotely working. Yeah. Okay, so I think we covered a lot of things today.
Mhm.
We
It
talked
was a
about
pleasure
users.
talking to you.
Yeah, it was pleasure talking with you also. We should again have a similar conversation in the days to come.
I will be
And
happy.
do you have anything to tell before we move off the podcast?
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, man. I've been through a lot.
Yeah,
I'm still here and I'm still crushing it. So if I stopped, I don't know what would happen.
yeah,
But other people think, okay, I'll give it a try. I'll try once. They try, they fail, and then they're like, oh, I can't do it. I do 100 things. One, I'm expecting one to catch, one to, end up being a success. I cannot expect doing one thing or 5 things and getting success with minimum efforts. The more you try, the better you become. And even if you fail, you learn at least,
yeah.
which is
Thank
more
you.
important.
Yeah, thank you for your wise words. And I don't know the perfect English. My English is a second language,
Okay.
so uh, yeah.
Thank you
Best
for
of
the
luck for your.
opportunity.
Yeah, it was a great opportunity for me as well as my friends who will be watching this after I share it on LinkedIn or similar platforms. And best of luck for you. And
Best of luck for you and your channel and your podcast.
yeah, thank you, thank you. I hope
Keep
you get,
grinding.
yeah, you get investments, and let's see in the days to come. Yeah, I know you will bring this, yeah, the platform to the goals you are trying to, achieve.
Nothing to lose, brother.
Yeah, nothing to lose exactly. Yeah, I think we should end the broadcast now, right? So it's
Yes,
been
man.
like 1 hour and 16 minutes also. And thank you, man.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna go
Yes.
on my other meeting now. I have I have more
Oh,
meetings to do.
okay, okay, sure. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, man. Ciao.
Nice.